Yes, he's bringing House Ericsson with him if he can as well. Speak of them, and they arrive.
There are more coming.
No problem. Are we waiting on anybody else tonight, do you know?
No, General, that is everybody that we can muster.
Okay. We got one from every party. I believe we do. 1 second. Here. There is here. We do have one from every party. That makes life a little easier. Alright. Let's find out what everybody knows. Zaid, can you let us know what you found?
Not much right now. We haven't really had a chance to scout properly as we got dragged into guard duty.
Right. I hope I don't butcher your name. Jorvek, is that how you pronounce it?
Close enough.
Thank you. What do you have to report?
Yes, actually, I have quite a report. I strayed somewhat outside of my own search area, growing frustrated at not finding anything. And I found myself coming down here. Let me show you on the map. Just here underneath the Iron Hills. There's an alcove. Give me a moment. In Delta 3. Sorry. Old house. D3.
Delta 3, I understand. Okay.
There are two mountain ranges which come together and form almost a draw of sorts. And at the end of the draw, there's a double set of stairs leading up to a well with a chain that goes down into it. It's quite hidden.
Yes, the tomb.
So you know of it.
We do.
Oh, that one, yes.
Yes, we do. Very interesting to explore, though.
Yeah, well, that's what I found, and that was the only thing I found that could match the description given, besides the ruin, the top of the mountains where the, I don't know if he's an undead knight, but he sure as hell doesn't like divine magic.
No.
Well, he is there, surrounded by, undead skeletons and the like.
Yes, I'm aware of the location. Yeah, I don't think it's in there, but it won't hurt to explore it again. If you guys... Did you thoroughly explore down there, or did you just venture in a short distance?
As per your orders, madam, I reported back. I did not go inside because I didn't want to alert anything that might have been waiting.
I understand. I'm fairly certain that it's not in there, so if you guys want to explore it and just make sure, then that would be agreeable. I do know the location. I've been inside it myself.
If the location is surrounded by undead, I don't think it's what we're looking for.
No.
The undead and the Chaos Forces don't exactly get along.
Oh no.
If you
It's the Atlantean tomb. Is what we know it as.
Right.
If you go explore, be careful. The first one might be the first big skeleton might be a bit of a pushover. The one at the end isn't.
Well, are they undead?
Yes. At least one is running around without a head, and the other one is skeleton in armor.
Well, I appreciate the warning, but the undead are kind of my stock in trade, sir.
Well, then have fun.
Thank you. That's all I have to report. It just so closely fit the description we were given.
Indeed, it does closely fit it, and I should have ruled it out ahead of time, because I am aware it's there. I'd just quite forgotten about it until this moment. It's been a while since I've been in. Scar, do you have anything to report?
as I reported to Shashalon, my small companion, the one with the wings, I do not remember her name though.
Winter.
Yes, she said she saw something in her travels around the deserts almost a week ago, but she could not remember. But we searched high and low a good many hours yesterday, and we did not find anything other than what appeared to be someone's home at the end of the river that leads up to Middenberg.
Okay, alright. Doctor, what did you find?
We haven't yet explored the full extent of our area, but we traveled along the border between the Iron Hills, Badlands, and the Heartlands.
Okay.
Yeah.
From just south. Oh, Egan, you have arrived. Good. From just south of my clinic. As far as I have been told, nobody found anything, and we got up to the old mines and the what is called Shattered Spring water.
Yeah, spring.
We encountered somebody there that was acting kind of strange. We did not engage with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Describe
then,
strange.
Kind of flailing about with their magic stuff, but not casting anything.
Yeah.
At least that's what I saw. At a later point, Mr. Egan, Zedekar, and Dory, who had joined us, said they saw somebody following us, but I only saw what I think the remains of a gas orb.
Yeah. Some wherever it was, they're shooting gas orbs.
Yeah.
We're definitely being followed by.
That's interesting.
Was it not that person in question, Doctor, that you mentioned
Yes.
before?
I'm getting to that.
Okay.
At that point, we were returning to Bastille because the riders had been going out for to get everybody there, and well, the suspicion was that it was Mr. Stitch that was following us. And while we were at Bastille, we decided to invite him to come along to find out more, but he let something drop that we thought was more important to investigate than scouting the area.
Okay.
That he, while traveling back to my clinic, we were going through Eson, and he made a comment that he met somebody there who offered him a trade, one of those insect sites for a flame sword, kind of like this, and a spear, and there was also the mentioning of power and such things. So we thought it was worth investigating, and he also said something about a spear that made him hear whispers. So we got him to trade everything he got from this person for some gold, which I still need to reimburse at least partly Miss Edeka for, and had him put it into a bag that's located at. You see that T at the Iron Hills? And there is this little mountain outcropping there. The one where you found me, Sir Charlon.
Right, yes.
There is a bag with everything in it, hidden behind some rocks there.
Right, I'm going to have to retrieve that and see what's going on.
Yes, we'll have to. Right, okay. The individual that he traded this stuff for, did you get an accurate description?
I don't think we got anything further than what we had already. So tall is
He's tall.
about Mr. Zaid's height, green hair, black blue
Yeah.
clothes. I summarized what he said as armored robes, like chest piece with dress. Under parts.
Doesn't sound familiar. Does it sound familiar to anyone else?
No, not at all.
No.
It was a trade was supposed to have happened a few days ago. So, not too long ago.
No one that I've seen.
I think that's everything. Can you think of anything, Sir, Mr. Egan? I was not present for part of the.
I can't think of anything that went on. We were going to continue.
Stitch was also acting very weird, and one of his eyes is a different color to the other. They were both red before, and now one of his eyes is black.
Yes.
General, it might not be a bad idea to apprehend the Stitch and question him further.
Yes, we can try. Depends on which personality we get.
Earlier.
We were continue our search, but we got called back to Bastien.
Alright. Sorry.
Earlier. Oh, sorry. No.
No, go ahead.
Earlier during our meeting, I noticed that small man. Was that Stitch? He
Which
was
small
sitting up in
man?
the loft.
Describe him.
Oh boy. Let's see. I didn't get a good look at him, but he was sitting above us in an alcove, right above another man who was on the ground, whose name I didn't catch. But I think someone might have identified him.
What was he wearing?
The man without a shirt and that looks kind of malnourished, white hair, bushy tail.
Spike speaks really broken, like almost like a stutter, almost.
That could have been Alistair.
I thought Alistair couldn't speak.
Sounds like
Oh, he can
now.
occasionally. But it is quite broken, and he just likes to sit in those alcoves.
I did catch the man in the alcoves reaching down to pluck a hair from the head of the man who didn't speak.
That would have been
I
Alistair
took that.
plucking a hair. Sounds like something he would
I think
do.
I remember what you're talking about. The man in the alcove was Alistair. The man that didn't speak was Stitch.
Right. So we need to find this Stitch and question him further. Should be our next
another
goal.
thing
And
is
retrieve
I
those
would like
items.
Forward.
Yes.
That's right. This Stitch, when he appeared for the trial randomly, Zedeka seemed to know him quite well.
Yeah, she was
sounded
chatting
quite
to him.
excited.
She was chatting to him earlier in the courtyard too.
Yeah, as far as I can understand, when she left New Satosa, she stayed with him for a few days before turning herself over.
Yeah, that's
under
correct.
an assumed name, which kind of confused him.
Yes, he
It did.
still didn't recognize her until she dyed her hair. He's still adamant that she's Hannah when she's got her hair dyed and that they're two different people.
By the way, I zoned out there a bit. Did he also not realize that she was one and the same when she washed out her hair right in front of him?
He didn't realize, no.
She was also confirmed herself to be one of the dancers that performed at News Atosa.
Yes, the one called Hannah, I think it was.
Yeah.
Her name was Hannah at that time, was it?
I
Yeah,
don't
it
know
was
about the
Hannah.
dancers.
The only dancers I talked to there were, I think, the one called Pinky, and the other one was Selena.
Yes, I think that one. Because when Sir Giles asked me to try to find her, there was the one in pink, I believe, Cora, and then her, who I talked to mostly.
Yes,
the one named
Cora,
Selena.
not Pinky. She was quite pink, but not her name.
Oh, okay, Doctor. Never mind.
There are ladies
Okay.
present.
What?
Yes, can we
She
get
had-
back onto the topic at hand?
Yeah.
Was candy? Her clothes were dyed candy pink.
Okay. Tara, do you have anything to report?
What?
I bet you draw the picture. I bet them no.
Alright, that's enough. Calm down, please.
So you're thinking of talking to Stitch or something?
Did you get to the islands at the side as well, Miss Tara? Perfect, thank you.
I believe that just leaves you yourself, General.
Well, how went your false trail?
I'm sorry, what was that? The wind took your voice.
I said, how went your false trail? Were you followed at any point?
No, it's been pretty quiet. I set up north of Zone. Made quite the showing there. Mustered a lot of troops and flying my my banners. Hopefully we'll attract some attention.
Hopefully. Well, I've searched the entirety of the volcano and there's absolutely nothing there. So, it means that we need to keep looking.
Yes, but there's also the matter of the attack on Osterbrook. We need to do something about that.
Yes,
I was
we do.
thinking maybe, since you're in charge of the Imperial forces, maybe you could tell them to move out of the north and reinforce their positions in case of another attack.
Sure, we can do that. Speak to the priest and make it happen. I'm also thinking that we may need people around in the next day or two if we can draw some of these marauders out. So, if you haven't completed your assigned areas, then continue to do so, but other than that, maybe we'll leave it a day or so before we send another expedition out. Unless any of you are eager to go and explore, in which case I can assign something.
No, I think it's a good idea to give a few days.
Our bout with that Chaos Warrior left my people much depleted, but we are, we'll be back to right in no time.
Right, well let's leave it a day or two before we set out on another mission then, because as Sir Knight said, Osterbrook was attacked last night and it seems that there's not much of it left standing. Which
No,
means
I was
that
over
our...
there. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I was over there today, trying to salvage what was left. There was an awful lot of dead. I've already got in touch with the Empire, and they sent over a few guards to collect their dead.
Most unsettling. Our biggest producer of wood and planks and things has been decimated, which means our building supplies are going to run short very quickly.
Perhaps we can ask the aid of everybody here to supply us with at least some supplies.
Indeed, I'm sure they can sell them to the quartermasters in the various towns, although quartermaster at Osterbrook was the one that bought the wood from them, so we may have to talk to a couple of the others, see if they'll buy it instead.
Aye.
I think the one in Middenberg buys insulated wood.
Yes, we're going to need shaped wood and other things as well as just plain wood itself.
True.
I'll speak to the priest again and see what we can make happen there as well. Don't want to be caught short with building supplies. They're going to keep hitting places. We're going to need to be able to repair them as quickly as possible.
I said you want like some of us to pretty much stay awake just in case there'd be another attack in a different town or something.
Well, I think between all of us we have different sleep schedules, so there should always be somebody available if there's a town attacked.
Yeah.
People can't stay awake all night indefinitely. They're going to make themselves ill.
Yeah, that's true. I'm just thinking, just in case if there will be another one attack.
But if you are awake and there's a call to arms, by all means respond to it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think we should be okay for the next couple of days. From the pattern of the Marauder attacks,
I would
It
agree.
doesn't seem to be every night. It's every few days they seem to be able to muster. I'm sorry?
Has it been like every other night or so?
Every few days, apart from when we've had transportations and it's been intercepted.
Yeah.
Right.
And I know a couple of the Marauders had their arses severely handed to them. So they're going to be regrouping as well.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I quite enjoyed that.
Yes, it seems you bumped into my favourite person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you wanted to take your head, didn't he? By distract him so you don't try to knock her out. So I started fighting.
Good.
He kept saying
He's
how
a
he
very
wanted.
good shit talker.
Yeah, he didn't.
Oh
like
yes,
me,
he's all
though.
mouth.
He kept running away from me.
He has a lot of mouth. Sorry, Lady Odalina,
Yeah.
what were you saying?
Only that he kept saying he wanted me. I guess he wanted to kill me or something. Wanted my
Yeah.
soul.
Well, he's going to have to
Whoever
go
it
through
was,
all of
but he
us to
kept
get
running
to
away
you.
from me.
That he did.
You will be protected at all costs.
Absolutely.
Not that I don't think you can handle yourself, but they seem to want to protect me too, so we'll have to suck it up and let them get on with it. Right, is there anything else anybody needs to report?
No.
Not really.
No, really, no.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Someone mentioned there is a description of the place everyone is looking for. Since at that meeting, I'm still doing a lot of exploring. What is it that you're looking for?
Okay. The place that we are looking for is a large gate of sorts. Red in colour, and you can see lightning cracks all the way down the centre of it. From the distance you'll see sand dunes and trees that look like savanna trees but very far in the distance. Surrounded by mountains and hills, but you can see the sky, so it's not indoors anywhere. grass on the floor, it's not raining, and there is a broken staircase leading up to it.
Miss Edica also said something about green crystals. Besides the
Oh, now
staircase.
that's new. Okay, that's very interesting.
Broken as in like this, but in different directions, not as in cracked. In
Right.
sets of like this.
A split staircase.
Yes, split staircase.
The structure will also be old.
And
If
it
it's
has
a,
white stone.
Wharf gate, as we expect, it'll be ancient.
Yes.
Oh, yes. What was it? A tower or a stone with a green crystal on top of it, floating. Something they had at Dark Shadows before Zedek went into the north, but larger. Not the 3 floating green crystals, and something else. If you know what I mean.
The 3 floating crystals are part of the rim base.
But
no, it's not them.
Not those.
Wait. I've got a picture in my head of something. But there... Is it similar to the one that used to be at Omo's temple? That had a green crystal in it. There's an altar of sorts.
I can't say.
Alright.
I know the altar you're talking of, the blood altar, and I'm not sure.
It's disturbing if it is. Alright, well, does anybody else want to explore anywhere? Be given a particular area to explore, or is everybody happy to wait a day?
I'm gonna wait until my wife wakes.
Rubik, are we wanting to sit out?
We are going to wait a bit because we still need to get back up to ride after yesterday.
Fair enough.
What do you want to do, Doc?
I think everybody should take a break for tonight, because there's been a lot of
certainly for
happenings
today,
over
yes.
the past few days. Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, well, if
Yes,
that's
I think after
everything,
here I'll retire.
then everybody go take some rest while they can.